Well, hi. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, right? um, I really am like failing at the social media thing and just kind of like forgetting, like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube that I was trying to do and wanted to, make it better. Oh, the inconsistency. If anything, I am consistent about being inconsistent. But this is a drawing that I did last week before. It didn't happen on July 5th, but it was supposed to be because July 5th, the whole joke is it's spooky season. And, I am totally ready for Halloween. Like, I'm done with the heat. I am done with the humidity. I am done with everything. Like, it does not take long for me to be done with summer. I know some people are like, oh, I like winter better, or I like summer better because, winter is so cold and it hurts and blah, blah, blah. And, like, I would rather cold over heat any day. I can put on more layers. And I also like the fact of like cuddling up in a blanket and all that jazz. Like when it comes to being wintertime, my heat is barely ever on. uh, it's it's just a thing. And in the summertime, I'm like killing my AC because I'm like I want it cold. But since it's spooky season, it's still incredibly hot outside in most places. Um, at least around here, like it's hot and humid. Not like crazy humid. We're not that south, but we're south enough that the humidity affects. And there's also bugs, and bugs are attracted to me because I am a blood type O, and I right now I'm suffering from having about like 10 to 12 bug bites on my feet because I decided to wear sandals outside like a goober. A goober is me. But spooky season, little vampire girl being on a beach at night because obviously a vampire would never go to the beach during this, sunny day. I watched Blade before and saw what happens when a vampire goes out on the beach or when the sun rises and the vampire happens. I always thought that was it was at the beach. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen Blade. um, but her hair, it's in braids. It was very Wednesday-y theme. I wanted to be more like that. It wasn't originally going to be like a vampire thing. It was just supposed to be like a little goth girl, but it ended up being more vampire-esque than anything, I think. Um, and it was very red and black scheme. Her umbrella was originally going to be like a jack-o'-lantern or a pumpkin, something like that, because I wanted, Halloween type stuff. But because I did red and black with her, and red and black with like the basket and the skull and everything in between, I decided that the umbrella had to be red and black too. And I don't know about you, but I've never seen a red and black pumpkin. I mean, it could be whatever I want it, right? It's my art piece. But I decided against it, and I kind of wish I changed the shape of the umbrella because of that. But since I already inked it, we were already there, and there was no going back. Can't go back once it's inked unless I redraw it, and I wasn't about to do that because this drawing already took a long enough time to go in between days. Because usually I like sitting down and just like doing art for hours, and lately I don't know if it's because I've been on TikTok too much. My attention span is very poor, and I'm just kind of giving up. So I don't know. I had to take breaks in between it. Darn TikTok. Um, but then I also added like a lot more detail than what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting to do like this pattern on like the beach towel or the detail in the sand, which the sand took so much. So much. And I don't know why the video dipped to black there. Oh well, surprise. Um, so I saw like different towels that had like little like witchy symbols on it, and I thought that would be kind of cool. Um, kind of think maybe I should go back and like add a little glow to the symbols. Maybe like they're like like living or whatever, but it's a towel. And I used a color pencil over it to give it some kind of texture to kind of like make it look like it was a fuzzy towel almost. You know, those like beach towel texture type things. I don't know what a beach towel, why a beach towel is different than a regular towel. Because beach towels don't really dry you off that well. Maybe because they're thin, so they dry off faster, so they dry you off more. I don't know. I don't know the science of towels. But yeah, I skipped over a lot there just because it took so long to do the sand, and I didn't want this video to get too long. Like everything's sped up like in the thousands because I was just going so long with this. And if I ever find a red and black basket, I want a red and black basket. That would be amazing. I would take that on picnics at night. Not really, because I am terrified of the dark, but that's another story. And the umbrella, trying to make it look like, you know, it's shaded correctly, which I'm not sure if it was rounded, maybe it would be shaded like that. I don't know. There was a lot of back and forth on the umbrella too. A lot of back and forth on everything in this freaking picture. And I even went back and edited off camera, like, more, because I asked a very wonderful friend of mine for, you know, an art critique, because that was a testing of marker on a Cricut paper. Scraps are great, aren't they? But I asked my art friend to critique it a little bit because, you know, my partner, he's not really that artsy. So when he sees something, he always thinks it's great, and he's very supportive, and I love him for it. But at the same time, he doesn't give me the feedback that I want. And then originally, there was going to be clouds in the sky, and then I took them out because it was just easier not to deal with that kind of detail around, because I was kind of fed up with dealing with detail at this point. So, and then I was just back and forth with my markers, really back and forth, like, it bled through so much on the back, and this is Bristol paper, Strathmore Bristol paper. Like, I wore this paper down trying to get this to look how I wanted it. You know, because markers are great and they blend well, but doing like this kind of gradient when you don't have the correct colors, because I don't have like the colors in between the two colors that I'm working with, it gets to be a little challenging. I mean, there's the color blender and everything, but sometimes I don't like using that just because it kind of dulls out the color a little bit more than what I want it to. But yeah, so there's the big old crescent moon in the sky while it's glowing. And that was the thing that my art friend told me to do, was to kind of add more glow. So in the ending picture, you'll see, you know, more of a glow with the umbrella and her and stuff, things I just forgot to record. Trying to get in the habit of recording everything, and of course the last bits I didn't record, but that would have probably made the video too long anyways. So I'm going in with like white stuff and paint, white ink. I don't know what it is. I love Signo pens, but I also really like the actual look of legit white ink better, I think, at this point. I don't know. I was trying to add more of the waves too. And if you notice, little Easter egg, the sandcastle is the Addams family house. But yeah, it is officially spooky season. I don't care what anybody has to say, and I'm probably going to draw some more spooky drawings because I want to, and that's my aesthetic, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you're here for that, awesome. Final piece is going to be coming up soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to, or if you want to see more of my videos. And have a lovely day. Bye!